I can't believe we have to make this commercial.
It's ridiculous.
You'll think it's ridiculous too. Listen to this.
This commercial is about, well, it's about parents being rude at high school athletic events.
Ridiculous, right?
It gets worse. Studies show more than 75% of new high school officials are quitting because of bad adult behavior.
So now there's a shortage of refs here in Idaho, in almost all sports.
No officials means no more games.
Is that what you want for us?
Come on, parents.
It's time to grow up.
Cheer for your team.
Be proud of your children.
But stop being so ridiculous.
And don't make us run another commercial.
Because we will.
This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association, reminding you to always practice good sportsmanship.
For health insurance. Your Health Idaho's got you covered with.
It does. It's about whatever makes you say to yourself, I am great.
At Valleywide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valleywide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
Ads like this keep popping up, but I see through the hype because those vape clouds people claim are just water vapor contain as many as 31 different chemicals, like formaldehyde, the stuff they preserve dead bodies with. And while the flavors sound all harmless, we still have no idea what these ingredients could be doing to our bodies. But I already see vaping for exactly what it is. Get the real facts at BehindTheHaze.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into this IdahoSports.com GameStreams production of the 2024 Idaho High School State Football Playoffs. State playoff coverage on IdahoSports.com is presented by Project Filter, Your Health Idaho, Ideal, Idaho's College Savings Program, Valleywide Cooperative, your local Toyota dealers, and Dip Fusion Helmet Reconditioning, as well as the Idaho Office of Highway Safety. Tonight we come to you live from Middleton High School as the Highland Rams have made the 4-hour drive across I-84 to make it here to Middleton for this matchup, which I can't 100% confirm it, but I would imagine this is the first ever meeting between Highland and Middleton, as Middleton has been growing in school size the last couple of years and finally made it up to the 6A level. Actually, all their other sports besides football and baseball play at the 5A level. Only football and baseball are 6A schools. Middleton moved up a couple years ago to what was then 5A. Said, hey, look, we can compete here. Let's not move down to what was 4A, which is now 5A this year. We can compete with these guys up top here in the 6A SIC. So they decided to stay, and for the third year in a row, they are at state in the 6A tournament. Highland, of course, is your defending state champions from a year ago. They knocked off Coeur d'Alene in the state championship game last year at Holt Arena and are the defending state champs. Until somebody beats them, that's who they are right now. They are the team to beat in the tournament. Based on last year, so far coming into the tournament, I think that there's a couple teams that have buys that are teams to keep an eye on. Rigby and Rocky Mountain, those two teams are off tonight. Coeur d'Alene is also off tonight, as well as Eagle. Rocky Mountain beat Eagle in the 6A SIC championship last week in convincing fashion. So if you're listening in to either of those schools, welcome in. Again, the winner of this game will play Coeur d'Alene next week up north. Not sure if it'll be at Coeur d'Alene, or sometimes those games end up in the dome at the P1 FCU Kibbe Dome up in Moscow, but we'll have to wait and see. But either one of these teams will be making a road trip next week up north. Coming into this game, we'll start with the visiting team, the Highland Rams. Highland came in to the regular season hot. They had a win over Legacy, Nevada, and then they beat Carson, Nevada in the Rocky Mountain Rumble at the ICCU Dome in Pocatello. They then knocked off Summit, Oregon, so 3 straight wins by Highland against teams not from Idaho. Then they moved over to the Idaho slate and went up to Lake City, a 13-7 win over the Timberwolves up there. They followed that up with a win over Thunder Ridge, and then a win over Highland in the Black and Blue Bowl, 28-18. But that was the last win for Highland on the schedule. They've dropped 3 straight games, one to Rigby by the score of 33-3, Skyline 35-14, and Madison 42-7. On the opposite side for Middleton, Middleton started off the season with a victory over Nampa, and then went on the road to Madison, falling to the Bobcats 28-21. That is the only common opponent between these two is Madison, a 28-21 defeat for Middleton there on the road. Middleton then fell to Cuna 21-10. They then knocked off Centennial 49-7, then beat Meridian in overtime. Meridian went for 2 after scoring second in overtime. It was knocked down by Weston Mills, and Meridian falls to Middleton in that one. They then knocked off Timberline 21-14, then falling to Rocky Mountain 46-17, and then a heartbreaker at home to Capital on senior night 28-27. That was a game that Middleton, it was 21-21 with about 30 seconds left. Capital scored a touchdown, and all hope was really squashed, and then Weston Mills returned the kickoff 75 yards for a touchdown on the next play. Middleton went for 2, did not convert, loses the game 28-27. And then a victory last week, a need-to-win game to get into the state tournament against Mountain View last week, 17-14. So there we go. That's the recap of both of these teams so far coming in as far as a record goes. We are about to get this one underway. Highland will be kicking off from right to left as you hear it. We are on the Highland side of the field right now. Weston Mills is back deep to receive for Middleton, and this one is going to drop right at the 9-yard line, and Mills will take it there. Mills looks for a lane, and he's going to be wrapped up around the 25, fights forward for a couple more yards here on the near side down to the 27-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Vikings here on the near side. Middleton in the blue uniforms, blue helmets, blue jerseys, as in navy blue, and with white pants and white numbers. Highland in the all-white uniforms. They've got white jerseys, white pants with red helmets. Highland in the red helmets with the black ram horn. Middleton's blue helmets have a white M with Vikings written across the M on both sides. So here we go, 1st and 10 for the Vikings. They've got 2 receivers in the near side. They'll bring one in motion. This is going to be a jet sweep pass, and Highland wraps it up. It's going to be a loss of 2 in the backfield. A couple of different Rams in there on the stop. It looked like one of them in there was number 20, Cody Wallace, as well as Swigert in there on the stop, number 0. So it's going to be 2nd down, and they got 10 on the board, but it's 2nd and 11 here. 2nd and 11. Smith is in the shotgun right now for Middleton. He did not have a great day passing in that game against Mountain View. They ended up going down 14-3 in that game, as the handoff goes to Drew Holman, and Holman ended up going in the Wildcat formation for pretty much the entire second half of the game and had 2 touchdown drives where all that was done was Drew Holman running in that Wildcat, and they got both of their scores off of that. So curious to see if they will go with that here today. That short run goes for no gain. It's 3rd and 12 now. Middleton's got to get something going here. The Highland defense coming out great on the first drive of the game. Smith back to pass, and this one's caught in the flat across the 30. Going to be close, and I think getting just to the sticks is number 7, Cruz Thompson for Middleton. He needed 12. Where do they spot him? They're going to give him to the 38-yard line. He needed the 37. He gets the 38, so that's a 1st down. Nobody was underneath for Highland, and they just caught Thompson on a short crossing route. He catches it and does the rest with his feet. So 1st and 10 for Middleton. Brockton Smith in the shotgun to his left, and we've got a flag. I believe this is going to be we've got offsides on Highland before the snap. Usually they let them get back into position on that, but so it'll be 1st and 5. If you're Middleton, you'll take it. 1st and 5 here for the Vikings, who got nothing done on their first 2 plays of that last set of downs, but 3rd down were able to convert. They'll bring a man in motion here from the near side. This time a handoff up the middle to Holman. Holman rolling forward, and Holman is going to be close to the sticks. He's going to have a 1st down, a pickup of 6 yards down to about the 49-yard line. So almost right here at midfield are the Vikings as they continue to move down the field, knocking on the door of Highland territory. 10:25 to go here in the first quarter, as the rain has just started to fall here in Middleton, as usually the Vikings have a really good home crowd, but I don't blame anybody that's sitting at home right now wanting to watch as the rain has started to fall here, and it probably will fall for the rest of the evening. So maybe a lot of ground game coming up. Here's a handoff again to, that's not Holman. That one is number 28 on the carry. Tyke Harper, the junior, gets the handoff. Jake Perez is usually the starting running back for Middleton, the junior. He is out injured. He's been injured the last couple of games, so Middleton's been trying to find what to do with the ground game over the last couple of weeks, and they've just done what's worked and tried to get into the end zone at whatever way possible. So now it's going to be second down, second and about 3 after the 7-yard pickup on the ground by Harper, and this one's going to be a run to the left and maybe a gain of 1. Not much else there for Harper, so it's going to be third and short, 3rd and 2, 9:10 to go here in the first quarter. Thanks for joining us here for the first round of the state playoffs here on IdahoSports.com, where we're at 15 different places tonight around the state. So you can jump around from game to game if you want tonight and check in and see what's going on all around the state. Middleton 1 for 1 on third down conversion so far. Here's our second attempt. This is going to be a run to the left side by Holman. Can he get the edge? He does. But a flag comes out. You can't have the line blocking for that long, and that's what happened there. Holman tried to stretch it out around to the numbers, and the blockers just kept doing their best, but held on for a little too long there. So this is going to come back 10 yards. So a 3rd and 2 and a first down conversion is going to be changed over to now a 3rd and long. So probably a different play call coming here for Coach Brock and the Vikings. So this one is going to come back to the 47-yard line of Middleton. They had been inside Highland territory, but here with 8:39 to go, clock running, Middleton will be facing a 3rd, and they'll call it 11. So 3rd and 11, 2 receivers to either side of the formation for Smith. Smith has 1 receiver to his right. Smith is going to drop back. He's going to look to throw the screen. They set it up, and it's blown up in the backfield. Absolutely hammered by Highland's number 28, Malachi Mitchell. As Mitchell laid a licking on Harper as he was coming in on that halfback screen right at the line of scrimmage. He was engulfed. I don't know how to describe it, as it just literally took him out, and the ball falls incomplete. So 4th down, Middleton had the ball down around the 30-yard line, but the penalty pushes them back. They don't convert, and this will send Tyler Robinson out to punt. Robinson will get the snap. He'll boot it from the 35-yard line. This is drifting back. It's going to be caught at the 10 and maybe out, let's see, to the 15-yard line. That's where they'll spot it. Out to the 15-yard line off the return. That was Lana Alvarico on the return. The senior gets about 5 yards. So Highland will be back up deep in their zone at the 15-yard line here for their first drive of the game with 8:09 to go in the first quarter. Highland, again, moving from right to left as you hear it. Highland led by quarterback number 9, Keaton Belknap. As Belknap steps into the shotgun here, he's got 1 back to his left and 1 receiver to either side of the formation. Belknap's going to hand it off. A quick flag comes out immediately. This must be on the offense as they'll stop the play. Coming into the game, Belknap has over 1,000 yards passing on the season. Completion rate of 55%, 11 yards per pass. He's thrown about 115 yards per game to go along with 7 touchdowns, a long of 69 yards. So the 5-yard penalty will push it back to the 10-yard line. 1st and 15 for Highland. As Belknap is in the shotgun, but behind him this time is Mitchell. He'll hand it off to Mitchell. Mitchell goes inside and gets back to the line of scrimmage to the 10-yard line, maybe a little bit more. It'll be 2nd and 15. Mitchell is the leading rusher, for Highland this season, 522 yards on the ground. Belknap is next up with 354 yards on the ground. So pretty much any offensive work done on the ground will come from Belknap or Mitchell. If you're looking through the air, Mitchell also leads the team in receiving yards with 325 yards through the air. Alvarico has 233. So it'll be the Alvarico, Mitchell, and Belknap show here from Highland. Belknap sends Mitchell out to the right side. So 3 receivers now on the right side, and Belknap's going to keep it. He's going to cut inside and gets up to the 12-yard line, a pickup of 2. So it'll be 3rd and 13 here for Highland. Just to the naked eye, the offensive line for Highland has a definite size advantage over the defensive line for Middleton. They've tried to run it up the middle a couple of times, Highland has, but Middleton has been able to stop it so far, as both teams are content to let the clock run so far here in the first quarter, down to 6 minutes and 43 seconds to go. So 3rd down here, Middleton fans across the way making a little bit of noise. Looking to throw under pressure. He'll set up a screen. Lots of green grass in front of Mitchell. Mitchell will get to the 20, and that's about it. He had a lot of space on the screen. It was a good play, but Middleton was able to get there in time, and they'll mark it at the 20 and a half, so it'll be 4th down and about 4 yards to go, and Middleton will be punting, Highland will be punting to Middleton. See who that is back there to punt for Highland. Mitchell will punt. Why not? Mitchell will do everything out here. He'll lead the team in rushing and receiving, and he'll kick the ball as well. 2 different returners back for Middleton. It's Weston Mills and Walker, and now a flag comes flying out. Did they get the snap off in time? Waiting on the call here. Like a sideline warning on the Highland coaches. The officials over here talking. I think it's just a warning. It's not an actual penalty, but I didn't see anything, but it's just a warning. So, but I mean, both sidelines are very mellow right now. It's cold and raining. Nobody's up jumping around or anything. So we'll do it again, 4th down. Here comes Mitchell to punt this one away, and this one is kind of a knuckleball over to the near side, and that is a bad punt. That's going to go out of bounds at about the 38-yard line. That's right where they'll put it, at the 38-yard line. So this punt is only going to net 18 yards, and Middleton will have great field position to start things off. Again, it is raining. That rain is blowing into the face of the Highland defense now and into the Highland offense. It's one of those where if you score, it seems like it's probably going to coming from this direction, and maybe which team can get into field goal range the closest. Tyler Robinson, the kicker for Middleton, does have a leg. This is his first year playing football, but he's been playing soccer for years. He attended a couple of kicking camps and has caught the eyeballs of a couple of recruiters as the season has gone along with the kicks he's been able to make. So 1st and 10 for Middleton. Ball on the 38-yard line of Highland. The ball comes up in the air. Bad snap. The ball is bobbled, and Highland is all over it. Nowhere to go. A sea of white wraps him up. First one there is number 45. That is Colt Neeser on the stop. 6'3", 230-pound defensive lineman. Senior comes in with the stop, but we'll give him the credit for it. But there was a couple different Rams in there. So both teams going backwards right now. It'll be 2nd down and 14, 5:05 to go here in the first quarter. And I'm sure that ball is hard to grip right now, as we mentioned the rain coming down. We're inside, so it could be a lot worse. They're going to hand this one off left side. Some room to run on the left side. He's got a wall of blockers across the 30 and close to the sticks. They'll say he does have the 1st down at the 27-yard line. That was a stretch run by number 28, Tyke Harper. And Harper gets the first down. Tackle was by number 20, Cody Wallace of Highland. So it'll be a first down for Middleton. They'll actually spot it at the 26-yard line. Again, the Vikings moving from left to right as you hear it here. Shotgun formation for the Vikings. They've got 3 receivers here to the near side. Nobody on the left side. Ball is on the far hash. Smith will take the snap, and he'll just hand it off again inside, and slipping through across the 15. Still on his feet is Harper, and Harper running well. Harper's got a first down to about the 12-yard line. It'll be another first down for the Vikings. Malachi Mitchell with the stop for Highland as the band continues to do their work here in the rain at Middleton. So 1st and 10, 3:50 to go here in the first quarter from Middleton. The Vikings knocking on the door. They're inside the red zone right now. Holman is back in that Wildcat formation. They've got 2 defensive players actually lined up on the left side as blockers. Holman will go the opposite way, though, and Holman falls forward to about the 10-yard line. We'll give him 2 yards on that run. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Drew Holman's brother, Cole Holman, was a player here for a couple years. They're very much built the same. They played linebacker, played running back, just did anything that they needed to do. Their mom is the principal of Mill Creek Elementary, which is right here in the Middleton School District, just down the road. I thought Cole might be at ISU. I'll have to look at that. Might be where he went to the next level. Either way, it's 2nd down, 2nd and 8. Shotgun this time. They'll hand it off right side, looking for the wall, and it's not there. Highland all over it. They're going to wrap him up at the 10-yard line. Nowhere to go. Highland, great defense that time. They stretched it out, and there was nowhere to go for Harper. And it's going to be 3rd down, 3rd and 8 here. 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Middleton again with the ball. 0-0 our score. Vikings moving from left to right. Ball here on the near hash at the 10-yard line. Middleton can get a first down. They can get a first down inside the 2. Really tough to do that, so we'll see what they do here. This time 2 receivers to either side and 1 back in the backfield. Smith looking to throw. Smith is going to throw this one across. It's knocked down incomplete. We'll see if this brings out Tyler Robinson on for a field goal. Looks like Robinson is going to trot out. This will be a big job for the snapper and the holder to get this one down. The ball's going to be snapped at the 10-yard line, and number 18 for Middleton, that is Brockton Smith, is going to kneel down at the 17-yard line to try and hold this kick for Robinson. And, I mean, the wind is blowing here, and the rain is falling. Snap is good. Here comes the kick from Robinson, and that one is good. So Tyler Robinson knocks in a 27-yard field goal here at the 2:11 mark. 27-yard kick from Robinson is good. Hey, primetime auctions, or let's actually, before we think primetime auctions really quick, let's make sure we give Highland 3 points on our scoreboard here. Or Middleton, excuse me. So 3-0 our score as you see it there. But hey, Primetime Auctions is a proud supporter of Highland High School athletes and wants to wish everyone a fun and safe playoff season. Primetime Auctions is the best place to bid online for anything you can think of: vehicles, equipment, estate, antiques, and even real estate. That's Primetime Auctions. So I want to thank Meridian Plumbing. They're the Treasure Valley's top choice when it comes to all of your plumbing needs. Meridian Plumbing, a no charge dispatch fee. So if you ever have any plumbing issues, you can call Meridian Plumbing and they won't charge you. As Robinson boots this one out of the back of the end zone, it'll be a touchback. So Meridian Plumbing, again, no charge dispatch fee. The search for your permanent plumber is one call or click away, and that's to Meridian Plumbing. Choose the safe local plumbing plumber, choose Meridian Plumbing. And hey, did you know that most kids don't drink alcohol or use drugs here in Idaho? In fact, the majority choose to stay substance-free. And in Idaho, approximately 9 out of 10 kids are not drinking or using drugs. This message is brought to you by the Southwest District Health, the Partnership for Success program. So 2:11 to go. Highland will take over 1st and 10. The ball at their 20-yard line, moving right to left. And this time they'll keep it on the ground with Belknap. Belknap rolls forward to the right side, picks up about 3 down to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Highland, or excuse me, 2nd and 7 for Highland at that spot here. 1 minute and 53 seconds to go here in the first quarter. As looks like the rain's still here. Sometimes it's hard to tell through the screen here in the box. Belknap all alone in the shotgun right now. He has 2 receivers to the right side. He'll bring a man in motion from right to left. He'll get the hand, or from left to right. He'll get the sweep handoff and nowhere to go. It's going to be wrapped up right there at the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard. They're going to give him down to the 24-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and 6. That handoff went to the receiver, number 14, Jet Richards, the senior. He came here from the near side on the sweep play, but just couldn't stretch it out far enough. So it'll be 3rd down and 6 here. Under a minute to play in the first quarter. 3-0, Middleton on top after a 27-yard field goal from Tyler Robinson on the short field. They'll bring a man in motion again, this time from the right side, looking to throw across the middle, wide open in a bubble across the 40. It's a 1st down for Highland. Nobody was there with Zayden Allo, and he was wide open. The tight end is going to pick up a 1st down. Down to the 42-yard line, a pickup of 18 yards on 3rd down and 6. And the Rams have their first down here of the game. 27 seconds to go here in the first quarter before we flip ends of the field. The Rams come out with 3 receivers here to the near side. Ball on the far hash. 1 receiver up top. Belknap in the shotgun. Belknap takes the snap. He's going to hand it off inside and nowhere to run. That time a pickup of 1 up the middle for Mitchell. And that's probably going to do it for the first quarter. That will do it for the first quarter. So after 1 quarter of play, Middleton leads Highland 3-0. We'll take a quick break and be back with the second quarter here on IdahoSports.com.
An Idaho-based credit union is leading the way in community initiatives and charitable partnerships. Recognizing a need for change, Lookout Credit Union underwent a major transformation to put its employees and their community first. Through 2 strong initiatives, Lookout Credit Union is ensuring a brighter future for its community. To find out more, visit www.lookoutcu.com.
And welcome back, everybody. Here to Middleton. 12 minutes on the clock for the quarter as we'll flip into the field. The Rams will now move from left to right. They'll bring a man in motion from the far side. This time Mitchell will get the handoff up the middle. A good run this time for Mitchell. Gets down to the 44-yard line. Mitchell. I found out, this is one of the perks of being with the coaches. The Mitchells are twins on the team, and their dad was a running back for Idaho State and is in the ISU Hall of Fame. So they were bound to be good football players. 3rd down, 3rd and 8. They're going to put it on the board. Highland needs to get into Middleton territory for a 1st down, and Middleton in the backfield before the handoff, and they're going to lose about half a yard on this. Nowhere to go for Mitchell. One of the first ones in there for Middleton was number 42, Gavin Mortensen. Mortensen slowed it up just enough. He's not going to get the tackle on that one, but he did just enough to slow up Mitchell in the backfield. So 4th and 8, and it looks like Highland might. They're going to make Middleton think about it. Middleton has Mills and Walker all the way back to receive, but Highland has Mitchell and Belknap out there. Again, Mitchell is the punter. And now Middleton needs to run up here and get in position, as it looks like Highland's going to go for it here on 4th down. They will. Belknap rolls right. He pitches it. Mitchell, can he get to the sticks? He's going to be close. He's going to be very close. The near official has him on a 1st down. The far official, I think, has him short. The far official has him at the 49-yard line. They needed the 48, and it looks like they're going to be about a yard short where the ball is spotted right now. Belknap ran on the sweep run over to the far side, and they are going to say 1st down Middleton. He did not get there. He almost had it. They had a great opportunity as Mills and Walker were back to receive the punt, and kind of in no man's land out there, as they didn't get it. And now Middleton will have great field position, but down for the Vikings right now is Kayston McIntosh. He is down with an injury on the field. We'll take a quick break while they attend to McIntosh and be right back here on IdahoSports.com.
Dear road rivals, every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan. Nissan and Ford charge extra for maintenance. At Toyota, we take care of our drivers. Join us. Toyota. Toyota. Let's go places.
At Valleywide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valleywide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
Welcome back, everybody, as McIntosh has walked off the field. Don't forget, right now, Your Health Idaho open enrollment is open now. So if you're looking for a health plan for the next upcoming year, be sure to check out Your Health Idaho. There's some links all over the Idaho Sports website if you need a direct link to get there, and you can go and find out what you qualify for today. So Holman's going to take the direct snap this time, and Holman has found a bit of an opening on the right side. He's across midfield and down to the 44-yard line and into Highland territory for the 2nd time tonight for Middleton, 3rd time tonight. Each drive has been inside Highland territory so far for Middleton. This time now ball down to the 44. 9:58 to go here in the 2nd quarter. 2nd down and 3 with the ball at the 44. Again, Middleton now moving from right to left, so the rain is coming in their face as they go. The rain coming from left to right, as well as the wind here at Middleton. They'll bring a man in motion from the far side, and Holman will keep it again. Holman rolls up the middle, and Holman's got a 1st down. Holman is across the 40 down to about the 39-yard line. And again, that was what the bread and butter was for Middleton last week. Just running the ball with Holman in different positions to get the ball downfield. So a 1st down here, 9:20 to go in the 1st quarter. Middleton leads it 3-0. Once again, Wildcat formation, everybody in tight with Holman waiting for the direct snap. They'll bring Thompson on a sweep play, and Holman stumbles a little bit, but he keeps going, and Holman is off to the races. Holman is across the 30 down to the 24-yard line. That's a pickup of 15 yards by Drew Holman, and he'll have a 1st down. They'll spot him at the 25-yard line. And right now the Drew Holman show is working for the Vikings as they are knocking on the door of the red zone here with 8:55 to go in the 2nd quarter. Most other games around the state should be okay tonight. Middleton kind of, and Fruitland is right on the border, and they had a game tonight against Teton, and they're probably getting hit with this. And Middleton, one of the first ones. There's not many games in the Treasure Valley here at all tonight. Bishop Kelly is hosting Pocatello, and that's really about it. Holman's going to go inside and rumble forward for a pickup of about 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. But really outside of that, Bishop Kelly hosting Pocatello. There's not many games here in the Treasure Valley, a couple games in the Magic Valley, and then a lot in East Idaho. So hopefully everybody else is dry where they are at. North Idaho might have a little bit of weather as well. Could be worse. I don't know how many times we've done a game at North Fremont and there's like a foot of snow on the field. 7:50 to go here in the second quarter, and this time they'll run it with Harper inside, changing things up, and Harper gets down to about the 16-yard line. So it's going to be third down, third and 1. They need to get to the 15. So 3rd and 1 here for the Vikings. They'll bunch it in tight, and they'll just roll forward, and Holman goes over the top of the line and gets the first down. Right now, they're just keeping it on the ground. Really no threat to throw it right now. Highland's defense going to need to make a stop on the ground. If you're looking for a Highland defender to make a stop, the leading tackler was Mitchell on the season. He had 76 total tackles on the year. Next up was Zweigert, and he had 56. So Mitchell, 20 tackles better than the number 2 on the team. Next up would be Burrell. He had 50 tackles on the season, and Finley had 47. Here's another run right side. A flag comes out downfield, not right at the line, a little bit further downfield. So it looks like it's going to be a hold further downfield around the 10. So this is going to come back here with 6:39 to go in the second quarter. 3-0 Middleton on top. See where if the penalty was from the 10-yard line and it'll put it back to the 20, or if it was from the 15. They're going to say it was at the 11, so it'll come back to the 21-yard line. So the extremely common 1st and 17 here for Middleton. Ball's at the 21-yard line. They need the 3, the 4-yard. They need the 4. So Holman's going to keep this inside, and he is wrapped up, and not letting go is the Highland defense. Great job on the stop for the Rams, trying to get a number there that looks like number 28, Malachi Mitchell. We just talked about if somebody's going to get a stop for the Rams, it would be Mitchell with his 76 stops on the season. Mitchell also has a sack. The Rams as a team had 11 sacks on the season. Bowens had the most. He had 4.5 sacks coming into this game. 34 tackles overall for Bowens. So a 2nd down and 15 now for Middleton, and the ball is dropped on the snap. Smith just has to go back for it, and he needs to get rid of it. He's got a man open, and it's incomplete over the head of the receiver. Smith just had to get rid of it. The ball went over his head on the snap, back all the way to the 35-yard line. He just had to chuck it, and he was throwing it across the middle, and he did have Tristan Sheets there in the area, but the ball was way over the head of Sheets, and Sheets was going to take a good hit if he had caught that ball anyways, kind of in no man's land going up in the air for it. So it's 3rd down now, 3rd and 15 here for the Vikings. This is probably still in Robinson's field goal range, but I don't know with the wind blowing in your face. Smith is going to drop back to throw, and this one way over the head of the receiver in the flat. It's incomplete. Didn't even look to go downfield on that one. Good stop by the defense. Good look there by Highland's defense, and this is going to bring out Robinson for a long field goal. Smith is going to line up to hold this one at the 26-yard line. Yep, 27-yard line. So Tyler Robinson will attempt the 37-yard field goal. There's the snap. The kick is up. Oh, he doesn't even kick it. Whistles blow, This is probably going to come back 5 more yards on Middleton. It is. It's going to come back 5 more yards. So this is going to push it to be about a 43 or 44-yard field goal this time. So Robinson will get a crack at one of his longest attempts on the season. This will be a 42-yarder now for Tyler Robinson. Robinson lines up for the kick, and the ball is bobbled. They're going to have to go for it. Smith looking to throw, and he's going to get stopped in the backfield. He throws it down. Highland wants a flag for intentional grounding because it's incomplete. I think there was somebody in the vicinity, and I think they're not going to say it was a flag. They're just going to do it as a turnover on downs. He was definitely outside the tackle box. I don't know if I've ever seen an intentional grounding called on a fake or a field goal attempt. It wasn't a fake field goal. It turned into one because they had to throw it. He did have a receiver there, but we'll see what the call is. And they will call intentional grounding here. So this is going to come back to the spot of the throw. This is going to be close to midfield, around the 45-yard line. Nope, the 40-yard line is where Smith just had to get rid of it, and Middleton just goes backwards. A penalty. They had almost a first down on the first run of a set of downs. Had the ball inside the 20 down to the 10-yard line. A hold moves it back. Some negative plays moved it back more. Another penalty, and now on the field goal, the snap was bobbled, and they had to end up throwing it, and they don't complete it as he rolled almost out of bounds. Officials discussing something else. Still here, 5:20 to go in the second quarter. And all right, I guess everything's all sorted out. Belknap comes out. Now Highland gets the ball. Down 3 here with 5.5 minutes to go. Mitchell will come in motion from the near side, and he's going to get the handoff up the middle. Mitchell still going, but Middleton wraps him up and throws him back. A gain of 4 down to the 44-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here for the Rams. Interesting for Middleton on that last drive is the Wildcat with Drew Holman was working well. They decided to go back to the traditional offense, and they went backwards. We'll see maybe if they come back to that in the next drive. But right now it's Highland's turn. Highland sends one receiver to either side of the formation. Way down here on the near side is Richards. And they're going to throw it this time. Here's the screen, and nobody's there for Middleton. This is going to be a first down and more for Highland. They're across midfield down to the 47-yard line, and a first down for Highland. Everybody sold out on the quarterback that time, and really only one defender was in the area for Middleton, and that was an easy first down for Mitchell. And they're actually going to spot it back at the 49-yard line, but either way, it's a first down for the Rams. 1st and 10, Highland inside Middleton territory now, with 4.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Looks like the wind might have died down a little bit. It is still raining here in Middleton, and they're going to hand off to Mitchell again inside, and Mitchell's going to be wrapped up by Holman after a gain of 2 down to the 47-yard line. Also in on the stop for Middleton was number 24. That's Noah Bunker, the senior, 6'4", 200-pound senior. So now it'll be 2nd down and 7. It's 2nd and 9. It's 2nd and 8. On the board, they've got 7, but it was only a gain of 2 on that. Ball's at the 47-yard line. Highland in the huddle right now. Under 4 minutes to go now. 3-0 still our score here from Middleton. Belknap in the shotgun. 2 receivers here to the near side. He'll bring Mitchell in motion again. And they'll fake the handoff, and going on the QB keeper is Belknap inside for 2 yards down to the 45-yard line. Highland needs the 39 for a first down, so it's going to be 3rd down and 6 coming up here for the Rams as they are inside Middleton territory and trying to get something going here with 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the second quarter. 3-0 our score. Some scores from around the state right now. Minico leads Emmett 21-0 in the second quarter. Fruitland up 26-7 on Teton just down the road here. We'll try to get more scores as the night goes along. Under 3 minutes to go now. Belknap in the shotgun, and he's going to look to throw this time. Short route is caught right at the sticks, and that's going to be a first down. First down reception. He needed 6. He got 6. That's Chase Zweigert worth the first down. Coming into the game, Zweigert on the season receiving. Oh, excuse me, that was Alvarico on the reception. Sorry, I was looking at don't know what I was looking at. Alvarico with the reception. That was his 21st reception of the season. He's got 2 touchdowns receiving along of 41 yards here now. A great first down here for the Rams as they're inside Viking territory. They're going to keep it on the ground and getting down to the 35-yard line. A pickup of about 3 yards on first down that time for Mitchell. And Mitchell gets the first down. So going back, that was not Zweigert with the reception. I was looking at number 0 instead of number 1. It was Alvarico with the reception, and he gets that first down. It is now second and 7 here for Highland. 1 minute and 48 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Highland driving from left to right, trying to get some points on the board here before halftime. The Rams will receive the second half kick, and Belknap's going to keep it. Belknap, a lot of room left side. Belknap's got a first down. He is down across the 25-yard line, down to the 23 and a first down. Clock rolling here, a minute and a half, and Highland's going to take their first timeout. Highland calls a timeout with 1:31 to go here in the second quarter. Meridian Plumbing is the Treasure Valley's top choice when it comes to your plumbing needs. For 40 years, Meridian Plumbing has been serving new home builds and remodels, farms, and businesses across the Treasure Valley. After your first service call with Meridian Plumbing, it will be easy to see why thousands of customers return year in and year out for all of their plumbing needs. And just when you thought it couldn't get any better, Meridian Plumbing offers a no-charge dispatch fee. The search for your permanent plumber is one call or click away, and that is to Meridian Plumbing. Choose the safe local plumber, choose Meridian Plumbing. Did you know that most kids don't drink alcohol or use drugs here in Idaho? In fact, the majority choose to stay substance-free. And in Idaho, approximately 9 out of 10 kids are not drinking or using drugs. Parents, did you know that talking to your kids about your expectations for them to not drink alcohol or use drugs is one of the things most associated with your kids making healthy choices? Let's keep Idaho's youth safe. Brought to you by the Southwest District Health. So first down here for Highland after the run from Belknap. Belknap picks up the first down, and Highland knocking on the door of the red zone for the first time, and that one is completed to number 4, Zayden Allo on the reception. I thought it might get intercepted. It had to go through a Middleton lineman there. It was a short pass, but it's a good pickup on first down to the 15-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 2. Clock is rolling here. 1:09 on the clock for the Rams. They've got plenty of time here to get done what they want to get done here. 2 receivers to either side for Belknap. A little bit of urgency now here from the Rams. Belknap looking to throw. Belknap rolls right, and this is going to be a hold. It's going to come back, but Belknap is going to be sacked in the backfield. He's going to be brought down at the 27-yard line, and to add insult to injury, there's a sack. I doubt Middleton will take it at this point, but they're going to bring him down at the 27-yard line. That sack was by number 24 for Middleton, Noah Bunker. And I'm assuming Middleton will decline this penalty after a loss of 13 yards. It was a loss of 12 yards. The penalty would be 10 yards and no loss of down, so Middleton will decline the penalty. So it'll be 3rd down, and Highland's going to take a timeout. 3rd down, 3rd and 15. 3rd and 15 here for Highland. with 49 seconds to go. They've used 2 timeouts, so they have 1 more remaining. Here, Primetime Auctions is a proud supporter of Highland High School athletics and wants to wish the Rams a fun and safe playoff season. Primetime Auctions is the best place to bid online for anything you can think of: vehicles, equipment, estate, antiques, and even real estate. That's Primetime Auctions in Pocatello. As it looks like I'm getting a little bit of rain coming through my window here, but could be worse, could be outside. Looks like maybe it's lightened up a little bit. Here we go, 3rd down, 3rd and 15, 49 seconds to go. Ball spotted right in the middle of the field. Highland with 3 receivers here to the near side, 2 up top. Belknap all alone in the shotgun. He'll take the snap, and he's got a lot of time. He's going to throw deep to the end zone. This one up and is incomplete. In and out of the hands of the receiver down there. That was Allo. It was a good pass. Allo just could not get his hands on it. Threw it where only Allo could catch it. That's a good throw, where if anybody's going to get it, it's going to be your guy and nobody else. So 4th down coming here with 43 seconds to go. And it looks, we'll see if Highland is going to line up to kick this one. They've got number 23 out there. Paxton Johnson, the kicker, is setting up at the 35-yard line. So this is going to be a 45-yard field goal straight on for Johnson. This is a big play. This game could be a 3-0 finish or a 3-6 finish here in this one. And Middleton, I believe, is going to call a timeout. Middleton will call one here. This game is not going to be high scoring. It's only 3-0 here with 43 seconds to go. So anytime you can get some points, it's going to be critical. So we'll see if Highland can boot it through. No Ian Hershey anymore, but we'll see if Johnson can boot it through. A couple years ago, you might remember Highland back-to-back weeks had to come here to the Treasure Valley against Rocky Mountain and Eagle, and Hershey literally kicked those teams out of the playoffs on the way to the state championship game, as he booted multiple 50-yard field goals in both of those games, including the game winner at Eagle, and I believe both of them were game winners of over 50 yards in those games. So just a little tidbit pass. He's at Arizona State right now. Was at ISU, now at Arizona State. So Johnson will line up for the field goal here at the 35-yard line. This is a big kick for the Rams. Again, the wind is coming at his back at least, so that'll benefit him. Here's the kick. This one is up. It is, looks good. It is good. He drills it. A 45-yard field goal off the foot of Johnson. Had maybe 3 or 4 more yards left on it, but that's all you needed to do. So this one all tied up now. Highland here with 37 seconds to go in the second quarter, a 45-yard field goal. So right now it's the kicking show for both teams, and now you look back on the last field goal attempt from Middleton that looms a little bit larger than it did earlier, as they squandered a chance to get 3 points on the board and then ended up giving Highland great field position, and Highland was able to go down and tie it. So with 37 seconds to go here in the second quarter, it's 3-3. This one is all tied up. Back to receive is Mills for the Vikings. He has returned one back for a touchdown against Capital a couple of weeks ago. He actually had a couple of great returns in that game, multiple returns of 25-plus yards. We'll see if he can get something going back there for the Vikings. Score over at the 5A level, Twin Falls up 10-0 over Twin Falls, or over Lewis, Twin up on Lewiston. Here comes a return from Mills. Mills, he makes a move. Mills, he's got a lot of room to run. He's across the 30. Mills across the 40, cuts inside, and Mills is down to the 47-yard line, and that's a great return by Weston Mills down to the 47-yard line, 48-yard line. Well, had only a couple of men to beat, but Highland was able to recover. So Middleton will have a couple of plays here and 2 timeouts in their back pocket to try and get it maybe about 25 yards closer to give Robinson a chance at a field goal here. So another good return by Mills sets Middleton up in okay-ish territory in this position of the game. Here, 27 seconds to go. Vikings on the near hash, ball at the 48-yard line of the Vikings, trying to get inside Robinson field goal range. Smith will take the snap, looking to throw. Smith, he'll throw it out in the flat, and it's caught. Lots of room to run across the 40-yard line, down to the 35, and out of bounds, taking a big lick. And it was a good hit right on the line. It was in bounds, but a big pickup by Middleton of about 18 yards down to the 35-yard. They're going to put this at the 32. So Middleton with 19 seconds left now, maybe another 8 or 9 yards, and they'll be inside Robinson field goal range, and maybe they can have an opportunity to boot one more through to make it 6-3 at the half. Again, Smith in the shotgun right now. He's got 2 receivers here to the near side. Smith looking to throw, and he'll throw it out in the flat again. Some room to run across the 30, across the 25, and down around the 22 with 11 seconds to go. So now Middleton is within field goal range for Robinson. They've used their second timeout now. They'll have one more here, 10 seconds on the clock. Maybe time for one more short play, maybe a run to get it into the middle of the field for Robinson. We'll see what they decide to do here. But Middleton will be able to attempt one after the great kickoff return by Mills, which sets up the team able to get it inside Highland territory and a chance maybe at a kick. Let's see if we can get some scores here around the state. Garden Valley knocked off Shoshone in our first playoff game of the day, 32-8. Tri-Valley knocked off North Gym, 42-10. Those were 1A games. So 11 seconds now. They put 11 back on the clock. Middleton back out on the field. 2 receivers to either side this time for Smith. Smith takes the snap, looking to throw. Under pressure. He needs to get sacked. The ball comes out. Smith has the ball, and there's going to be a timeout. The ball came out. Smith, that was about the worst thing that you could have happen besides a turnover if you're Middleton. The ball gets brought back now to the 28-yard line. Smith had a man on top of him and just reached out and hung on to the ball for dear life. So with 7 seconds to go, Middleton has to burn its final timeout. A field goal here would be about a 45-yard field goal as well for Tyler Robinson. The ball is spotted here on the near hash. And I'm not a football coach, and there's a reason for that. But if I was Middleton, I just would have tried to get that ball in the middle of the field and save myself a couple of yards and just kick a sub 40-yard field goal, but from straight on. But now you're looking at a 45-yard field goal from the left hash, and they are not going to bring out Robinson to kick. They're going to go here with 7 seconds, maybe try something out to get out of bounds or go for the end zone. It's going to be it's just probably outside of field goal range. Again, the wind is blowing in the face of Middleton right now. So going to be very difficult to kick from here anyways. You're not going to have the wind. Here's the snap. Smith looking to throw. He's going to chuck it right side. And this was a little bit of a duck of a throw, and it goes out of bounds with the clock hitting 0. Middleton is asking for 1 second to be placed back on the clock, but that one just totally fluttered out of his hands, and I think the ball was wet. The officials are going to come here and meet. They want to put a second back on the clock, I believe, is what we're going to do here. So based on the reaction of Middleton and everybody else staying on the field. So that one just completely got away from Smith. I mean, the receiver was inside the 10-yard line, and that one went out of bounds around the 5. Highland had the best chance to catch it. As, again, the ball hard to grip right now in the rain. So with 1 second to go, we'll see if they decide to try and kick this one. And they will. So Robinson will come out for the field goal attempt. Brockton Smith will hold it. So this will be spotted at, and Highlands, do they have one more left there? Oh, they got to send an official under the field goal posts for the kick. So default icing of the kicker on the officials there. The ball's going to be spotted at the 35-yard line, so this is going to be a 45-yard kick from Robinson. Again, the wind is in his face right now. We'll see if that affects the kick at all. Last time it was a bad snap. This one's really high. Robinson, I don't think this is going to get there. It will not. It'll be short. He did not have the time to kick it. The snap was high, and Robinson had to rush the kick as Smith had to take some time to get it down, and it falls no good, about 7 yards shy of the goalposts, and that'll do it for the first half. 3-3 our score at the halftime break. We'll take a quick break and be back with the halftime recap here on IdahoSports.com.
Dear road rivals, every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan. Nissan and Ford charge extra for maintenance. At Toyota, we take care of our drivers. Join us. Toyota. Toyota. Let's go places.
Let's talk about open enrollment for health insurance. Your health.
This year, vaping sucks you in quick, and the more you vape, the harder it is to quit. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems. That's why thousands of teens are joining My Life, My Quit. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
At Valleywide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valleywide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
As Idahoans, we're not afraid to take risks.
All the way, all the way. Go. All the way down, all the way down.
Driving under the influence is not a risk we're willing to take. Be around to do more of what you love.
Ads like this keep popping up, but I see through the hype because those vape clouds people claim are just water vapor contain as many as 31 different chemicals, like formaldehyde, the stuff they preserve dead bodies with. And while the flavors sound all harmless, we still have no idea what these ingredients could be doing to our bodies. But I already see vaping for exactly what it is. Get the real facts at BehindTheHaze.com.
Dear Freedom, here's to more miles driven, more dollars saved, and more electrified vehicles than any other brand. Yours, Toyota Hybrids. Toyota. Let's go places.
Let's talk about open enrollment for health insurance.
We're Valleywide Cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valleywide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Dear Triathlon, let's take on iconic trails and race straight to the top. What's the point of winning if you can't enjoy the view? Yours, Toyota SUVs. Toyota. Let's go places.
Welcome back, everybody, here to Middleton. We had to tie down the hatches inside the press box as everybody outside is suffering a lot worse than us, but the wind still did blow into the press box, and we had to make sure everything was secure as it got significantly worse, the weather did, in the last 5 minutes or so. So be glad that you chose to stay home tonight or wherever you are. If you're inside Holt Arena at the Skyline and Nampa game and just checking out what's going on here, you probably got it best than anybody else tonight, as it is a cold and rainy night here in the Treasure Valley. As we'll take a quick, the snap was a little low and high, and it was bobbled, and he had to rush the kick. Wasn't able to get all of his leg underneath it and left it a little bit short from the left hash. It looked like it would have been good directionally, but just didn't have the leg. And so that left it at 3-3, our score. Again, the weather is not cooperating with any sort of game through the air. Both teams not able to really throw it deep. A couple of short passes for both teams, but really not much else. We've seen the ball slip out of Brockton Smith's hands for Middleton. We've seen the ball go out of the hands of the receiver for Highland down towards the end zone. The playing surface is wet. The area is wet. It's just a wet night here in the Treasure Valley. It looked like maybe it would have held off, but we just weren't able to beat the rain here tonight. And like we said, it has picked up a lot harder than it was just a few minutes ago. So 3-3, our halftime score. Again, was taking a look at some scores around the state. We'll fill you in here. Twin Falls leads Lewiston in the second, 10-0. Skyline up on Nampa, 15-7. Fruitland up on Teton, 40-7. Grace over Prairie, 22-0. And Minico up on Emmett, 27-0. And again, we're trying to just get as many scores as I can for you out there. Can fill everybody in. We're trying to put these up on the Friday Night Flash as fast as they come. Our resources are spread pretty thin during state tournaments because we're just getting people out to as many places as possible. That's why you have to listen to only me here tonight, and there's nobody else to drown out you having to listen to me. So looks like Bishop Kelly leads Pocatello 34-3 in the third quarter. Not looking good for the Thunder as Bishop Kelly looking to defend their state championship from a year ago as they lead it again 34-3 in that game is not yet to halftime. So Bishop Kelly in control there over Pocatello. The only game in the Treasure Valley tonight besides this one right here. As we'll see again what else we can get for you score-wise out there. As it continues to rain. But again, we're trying to be as many places as we can, and obviously we are tonight. You'll want to check back. We'll have the brackets updated as soon as we can tonight with where everybody's going. The winner of this game is going to go to Coeur d'Alene. They will play the Vikings in the first round. Coeur d'Alene has had a good season this year. Let's take a look at what the Vikings have been able to do so far. They started off the year with a victory over Rigby to open up the season. And since then, they've done pretty well. They do have 2 losses on the season. They were 2-0 in conference against Post Falls and Lake City. They lost one game to an Idaho school, and that was to Lewiston by the score of 13-3. They fell to Camas, Washington, 38-21. But the other Idaho schools they played, they knocked off Post Falls 21-0. They defeated Lake City 17-7. They knocked off Sandpoint 46-20. And then, of course, they beat Rigby that opening game of the season 24-14. That was a long time ago. That was in August. So both teams a lot different than they are right now. So we'll see both of these teams here tonight. Highland and Middleton looking for a trip up north next week to Coeur d'Alene. If we take a look at the rest of the 5A bracket, or excuse me, not 5A, 6A. It's still taking, as many times as I say it, it's still hard to get used to. So Rocky Mountain has a bye. Rocky Mountain will play the winner of Timberline and Kuna. That game is tomorrow night at Donna Larson Park in Boise. Rigby will play the winner of Post Falls and Bora. That was one of the biggest shakeups, was in the SIC on Saturday. The SIC was a complete mess last week, as Owyhee had 2 of their wins vacated for having an ineligible player. The SIC vacated 2 wins that Owyhee had. The player did not have 10 practices. He was a rugby player that was asked to come back and play football. Did not get his 10, well, what the SIC deemed to be 10 practices. Owyhee said that he had 10. Tomato, tomato. They were forced to forfeit 2 games. That was going to shuffle everything up in the 6A SIC crossover matchups. Literally dozens of games getting moved around, opponents getting moved around, scouting reports thrown out the window. Owyhee petitions to the IHSAA board. The IHSAA ends up reversing the decision and does not penalize Owyhee with forfeits. They did force Owyhee to pay a fine, I believe $1,500, and Coach Burton was suspended for the rest of the season. So he was suspended for that play-in game against Timberline. They ended up losing that game to Timberline, so their automatic bid was off the table. Owyhee had a great Max Prep rankings, was thinking they were pretty securely in at state if everything went as to chalk, but it didn't, as Capital beat Bora. Capital had only won 1 game coming into the final game of the regular season when they beat Middleton here by 1 point in an upset, and then they beat Bora in that crossover game. So Capital ends up getting an at-large bid, and Bora, as we call it, Capital was what, if you hear it in the NCAA tournament, they were a bid stealer. They were not making it to state, and they were the next to last team in the Max Prep rankings. Next to last, but they claimed one of those automatic spots in the crossover game and punched a ticket to state. So Bora ended up being the 12 at-large. Highland was the 11 at-large, and Owyhee was sent home. So after all of that, all those petitions, everything like that, they don't get in. They thought that that would at least secure them an at-large bid, which it would have, but it didn't. And so Bora gets the at-large. They play at Post Falls. That one is tonight. They play Post Falls. The winner will go to Rigby. That's a great gift. You win a game, here, go to Rigby. Next, Middleton and Highland, obviously here. The winner goes to Coeur d'Alene. And then Madison and Capital playing over in Rexburg tonight. The winner of that game will head to Eagle next week, which just looking at it on paper, if you're Madison, I think you like the lineup that you got given. Eagle really had a hard time last week against Rocky Mountain, got beat really handily in that one. If you're Madison and you're able to get through Capital tonight, maybe you have a chance here against Eagle. And honestly, either one of these teams going up to Coeur d'Alene, maybe that could be a potential opportunity there. I know that Coeur d'Alene is good. They were in the state championship last year against these Highland Rams. Highland was able to knock them off. That game was at Holt Arena. A great game that one was. But the winner of this game goes to Coeur d'Alene for a potential opportunity to pull an upset on the road. So should be fun to watch what happens next week. But we've got another 24 minutes of football here, only 3-3. Again, if you're just tuning in, absolutely horrible weather here at Middleton tonight. The rain is pouring. It is blowing in the face of the teams from left to right as you hear it. And so it's going to be a difficult night. We saw a kick missed by Tyler Robinson just a few minutes ago, right at the end of the half, that would have given Middleton the lead. Both of the field goals have come on the right side of the field where the wind is at your back, and this kickoff is going to go low in a line drive kick on the ground to open things up from Tyler Robinson, and looks like Highland will return it up just shy of the 30-yard line. This one will be down at the 29, so the Rams will take over 1st and 10. Highland will get it. Moving left to right, Middleton has got to be happy with the opportunity to go to the left first, as now their backs will be going. You want to be going left or right. That's the position you want to be going in, and Highland is going that way in the 3rd. Middleton will go that way in the 4th. So 1st and 10 here for Highland. Once again, Belknap in the shotgun. Belknap in the shotgun, and he'll bring a man in motion from the near side. This handoff will go up the middle this time, and that one is carried. That's Allo on the carry. So Allo on the carry picks up a couple. So it'll be 2nd down and 6 here. 11:25 on the clock here from Middleton. Highland has 2 receivers here to the near side, 1 up top, back with Belknap. Middleton shows a little bit of a blitz. They'll back off, and this time they'll hand it off. And nowhere to go this time, maybe losing a yard, getting down to the, we'll say half a yard gain down to the 35-yard line. So Allo gets the ball down 35-yard line, and it's going to be 3rd down, third and about 4 yards here. They need to get to the 39-yard line for a 1st down. So 3rd and 9 here for Highland. Belknap in the shotgun. Nobody's there with Belknap right now. Belknap all alone. 3 receivers up top for Belknap. He's going to throw it short, and this one is dropped incomplete. The receiver went down to the ground with it, and it just popped up into the air and goes out of bounds. That was intended for number 4, Zayden Allo. It is incomplete. It'll be 4th down and more than likely a punting situation here for Highland. So 4th down, and they're not showing punt right here on 4th down and 4. It looks like Highland might go for this, or they'll try a quick punt as Mitchell is back there, and they will. They'll just do the quick punt here. This goes over the head of Walker, and Walker finally turns around and picks it up at the 10-yard line. Trying to make a move, cuts up, and he's across the 20. So it's going to be about a 6-yard return. Highland was all over it, nowhere to go for Derek Walker back there on the return. As Derek Walker a little slow to get up. Walker was a great all-conference player at New Plymouth last year, and then they moved over here to Middleton. A lot of Walkers in Middleton. I'm distantly related, so like I feel like I'm part of the crew, but I'm not one of them. So 1st and 10 for the Vikings here. 10:15 to go in the 3rd quarter, and they're coming in bunched up here, the old wing T formation here, and they're going to pitch this one to Holman, and Holman trying to break through, got a man on his back. He's across the 30 for a 1st down, and they're going old school football right now. This looks like something you'd see in 3A football from a North Fremont or an Aberdeen American Falls. Everybody in tight. That wing T offense here, Middleton has busted it out. You do not see that typically at the 6A level. I don't know if I've seen it at all this year. And they're going to go right back to it. As Smith is going to line up, they've got a couple of different backs back there for Smith to hand it off to. And they're going to turn this one inside up the middle this time to Harper. And Harper picks up a couple. And Highland thinks they got the ball, but the official here on the near side is saying he's down. A couple of players coming out of the pile with the ball, but officials say he was down. They're going to give him couple of yards down to the 34-yard line, so it'll be 2nd and 7 here for Middleton. Vikings moving from right to left as you hear it. And again, this time it's a pitch right side to Holman. Holman's got a hole. Holman is still on his feet. He's across midfield, and he's down right at midfield, they'll say. So a pickup about 16 yards for Drew Holman, and the wing T is coming out working at perfection right now for Middleton, at least on that play where they pick up a 1st down. 9 minutes to go here, 3-3 our score. Ball at midfield on the far hash. Highland gets a man off the field quickly as Middleton again lines it up. They're going to pitch this one to right side to Holman, and Holman still on his feet across the 45, and I think the ball came out again, but it looks like Middleton has. I don't know if it did, but it did, okay. My eyes didn't deceive me. Holman dropped the ball, so the ball has been put on the turf a couple of times here on this drive for Middleton. They've been able, well, they fell on this one. The last one, the runner was down. They said 2nd down and 5 yards to go here at the 45-yard line. 8 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. This time they'll go underneath inside, and breaking almost free with it is number 42, Mortensen for Middleton. He almost was able to stretch this one out, but he's wrapped up across the 40 down to the 38-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Middleton at that spot with approaching the 8-minute mark, 8:04 on the clock here in the third quarter. Middleton, again, still lines up in that formation. They've got Holman to the left, Mortensen behind, and then the toss slipping down, getting the toss on the right side. I was just about to get to him as Harper is lined up on the right side of that. They've got Smith under center, and these 3 backs lined up to the left, center, and right of Smith, just really close to the line there. And this time it was a pitch that time to Harper, and Harper just slipped. And so he's going to lose 4 yards back to the 42-yard line. 7 minutes and 15 seconds to go here from Middleton. It looks like maybe the rain is stopped for right now. Maybe a window of opportunity. This time they're going to run it right side. Some room to run on the right side for Middleton across the 30-yard line. And a good pickup on 2nd and long that time. The carry was number 21, Ryan Lewis. And Middleton is putting a running back by committee on the field right now. A couple of different guys have gotten the ball in their hands so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down and 1 from the 29-yard line. Ball is on the far hash right now for Middleton. Lewis will come out after that play. Holman is in. Holman again on the left side. Mortensen behind Smith, and Harper to the right. We'll see which way Smith decides to give it off this time. Holman goes in motion, and they fake to Holman, but go up the middle. I'm not sure if he got it. I don't know if he needed the 29-yard line. Mortensen goes forward. Did he get it? They're going to give him the 28. Wow. I didn't think he even got across the 29. They're going to call for a measurement here. This is about, I don't know, the 28.5-yard line is where it's at. He did not get much on this spot. So we'll bring out the sticks and we'll measure here on a critical 3rd down here as Middleton is inside Highland territory, knocking on the door of the red zone here with 6:11 to go in the third quarter. They'll stretch out the sticks. We'll see. Man, this guy is right in my way, and it is right on the line. They are stretching out the sticks. It can't get any closer than what it is right now. The official is down on the ground, and it is 4th down. So he does not get it. I mean, he got down. He did a squat position to see if he could see any gap between the ball and the stick. And there must have been, you saw that play in the NFL years ago where they slid a card between the pole. I mean, you could not get any closer with not having a 1st down than Middleton had right there. They're going to go for it here on 4th and about half a chain length here, back in the wing tee. We'll see who gets the ball here as Smith takes the snap. And no, that's Holman who gets the snap. He just keeps it himself, and he gets about 2 or 3 yards. He's got the 1st down as Drew Holman just does it all himself that time. He is down to the 26-yard line. It'll be a first down for Middleton. Again, Drew Holman last week had those 2 touchdown runs, had about 170 yards on the ground in the second half alone for Middleton. He helped the Vikings win the game over Mountain View. A game that Middleton's offense really struggled. They threw a pick 6 in that game, had a couple of turnovers inside the red zone, really gave it to Mountain View on a platter, but the Mavericks weren't able to convert. Here's the 1st down play, and Smith is looking to throw it. He's got a man open deep downfield, and that one's going to be flagged for pass interference as they finally bit on the throw and going downfield. That was Blake Bishop who was open around the 1-yard line. The throw was a little short. Bishop was having to adjust back to the ball, but a Highland defender got his hands on Bishop and knocked him down as he tried to come back to the ball. That's one that Smith, if he gets rid of that one sooner, He's probably able to hit Bishop in stride downfield, but as we've seen from Smith a couple of times, he holds on to the ball a little bit longer than maybe he should, as this is going to be a 15-yard penalty. This is going to put Middleton inside the red zone. It's going to be 1st and 10, ball on the 13-yard line, so the Vikings can get a first down inside the 3-yard line here on this set of downs. Back to the wing tee. Ball's on the far hash for Middleton, moving right to left. This time they're going to pitch it to Holman. Holman trying to find a hole. He's tripped up and rolls down close to about the 7-yard line. A couple of different Rams in there on the stop were able to wrap him up around the ankles as Holman rolled down to the 7. So it's going to be 2nd down and about 1, 2, 3, 4 yards here. 2nd and 4 here with 5 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. This is going to be a fast-moving second half of both teams. Probably going to keep the ball on the ground most of the time. The band has called it quits tonight. They were out here, but decided not to be out here in the rain any longer. Holman's going to get the pitch this time. Holman cuts inside. Holman still on his feet. He might have a first down inside the 3. I think they're going to mark him right at the 3-yard line. So maybe a first down here, if not a 3rd and short. They do give him a first down, so a fresh set of downs for Middleton inside the 3-yard line. So the Vikings will have it 1st and goal from the 3 with 3 chances to crack it in, potentially 4 if they omit the field goal chance here. 4 minutes and 35 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. That's the best drive of the night for either team in terms of field position, and Holman is stopped in the backfield. That's number 27 for Highland. That's McKay Kahlo who gets in there on the stop. He was the first one back there on the stop, and Middleton's going to lose a couple yards back to the 5-yard line. Holman just never could get it going. Kahlo got back there with the stop. It's going to be 2nd and goal, ball on the 5-yard line this time for Middleton. 4 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Again, the wing T formation again. Holman to the left, Mortensen behind, and Harper to the right. They'll try to go inside to Harper, and he's hit immediately. He was wrapped up in the arms of a defender before he even got the ball. Trying to get a number there. I think that was 27 again for Highland. Kahlo again with the stop. No gain on the play, so 3rd down here for Middleton. 3 minutes and 33 seconds on the clock as it is rolling now here in the 3rd. So looks like Lewis is in on the wing tee on the left side instead of Holman on this play. And Smith is going to hand it to Lewis, and he's going to be dropped in the backfield. He's going to lose almost 10 yards. They're going to spot him back at the 13, so make it an 8-yard loss. A couple of different Rams in there on the stop. Number 45 was one of them. Number 45, that's Colt Neeser on the stop there for Highland as the Rams push Middleton back on 3 straight plays. They're going to force a field goal attempt. Middleton so close to getting in the end zone, but that defense from Highland, that defensive line gets the push that they need and push Middleton back. This is going to be a 30-yard field goal for Tyler Robinson here from the right hash. Snap is good. The kick is up, and this one is good. So a 30-yard field goal from Tyler Robinson gives Middleton the lead back here with 2 minutes and 32 seconds left. 30-yarder makes it 6-3. And we'll take a quick break and be right back on IdahoSports.com. Welcome back, everybody. Middleton set to kick this one away from right to left after they retake the lead here. 6-3 our score. And this one, another line drive kick. It's going to be taken at the 22-yard line by Highland. And not much on the return that time from number 14. That's Richards. He gets maybe, they're going to give him the 26, so a return of about 5 yards on that. So it'll be 1st and 10 Highland from that spot, 2:27 to go here in the third quarter. Rams continue with the ball, moving from left to right as you hear it. Here we're in the west side, or the east side press box here at Middleton, with the Highland fans right below us, Middleton fans across the way, and team bench. So 1st and 10 for Highland. 2 different backs back this time with Belknap. Belknap on the option. He'll pitch it back to Richards, and he loses. Now he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's about it. A late pitch from Belknap, and the defense was able to converge. And Richards and Belknap get a quick talk there from the coaching staff, and they'll move back over to the line into the huddle. So no gain on that one. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Highland. Ball does move over here to the near hash. 1:55 clock rolling here in the third quarter. Belknap this time has one run back to his left and 3 receivers up top on the far side of the field. Everybody else right here in the inside. This is going to be a screen pass, but that one hits the ground. It was a forward pass. They'll say incomplete. Middleton came in, thought maybe it was backwards, but it wasn't. And all of a sudden, it's a quick 3rd and 11 for Highland here with 1:43 to go in the third quarter. 1:43 again to go. Scores from up north. Kendrick leads 22-0 over Potlatch in the first quarter. Halftime over at the ICCU Dome in Pocatello. Skyline up on Nampa 22-7. Highland brings a man from the far side in motion, and Belknap's looking to throw. Belknap's going to go across the middle, and he's got his man. It's in and out of his hands. Oh, man, in and out of the hands of Allo, sliding at the 46-yard line. He would have had a first down and more and put Highland in a great spot there, just not able to make the grab. Great throw from Belknap, just not able to hold on to the ball, as we've seen a couple of times tonight from both receivers and running backs, just not even quarterbacks, not able to hold on to the ball. So it brings up 4th down and 11 here with 1:37 to go. Clock is stopped after the incompletion, and surely Highland will punt in this situation. Back to kick it is number 3. Once again, that's Cedric Mitchell. Mitchell back to kick, and I believe that's Walker this time back to receive the punt for Middleton. Here's the kick. This one goes left side. And it is caught by Walker. Walker's got room on the right side. He's across the 40, and he's going to be thrown out of bounds around the 43-yard line. Little pushing and shoving here after the fact right in front of us. They're actually going to spot this at the 45-yard line, so about a 15-yard return for Derek Walker. And Middleton will have it 1st and 10 in good field position at the 45-yard line with 1 minute and 23 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Hey, Primetime Auctions is a proud supporter of local high school athletes and wants to wish everyone a fun and successful state tournament. Primetime Auctions is the best place to bid online for anything you can think of: vehicles, equipment, estate, antiques, and even real estate. That's Primetime Auctions. So they're going to mark this back to the 30-yard line. It must have been a penalty or something after the fact, as they moved this back. The ball was at the 45, and they moved it back to the 30-yard line. We didn't, at least I didn't see it, what it was. But so 1st and 10 Middleton, and not exactly the wing tee this time, but close. And they send receivers out wide this time. They will just hand it off up the middle this time for a couple of yards up the gut, and that time is kept by number 28. That was Harper on the carry. Harper picks up about 4. It's going to be 2nd down and 6, ball at the 34-yard line here on the near hash for Middleton. 58 seconds to go, so maybe another play or 2 here in the third quarter, and then we'll flip it over to the fourth with our score being 6-3 here. It's been a field goal game. Middleton got close. They got down to the 3-yard line, but that's as close as any team has gotten to the end zone. Back to the wing T, and they're going to hand it off right side. Harper's got some room. Harper's across the 40, and he'll be wrapped up right there, maybe the 41, they'll say. That's going to be a first down over the right side for Middleton. So 1st and 10, they'll move the sticks, and clock stops with 30 seconds to go. And we'll see if Middleton decides they probably could run one more play here in the 3rd quarter, or they could let it roll down inside and let it go over to the 4th. And they will do so. So the clock will run out. We'll head to the 4th and final quarter of play here in the first round of the state playoffs. We'll take a quick break and be right back here on IdahoSports.com.
An Idaho-based credit union is leading the way in community initiatives and charitable partnerships. Recognizing a need for change, Lookout Credit Union underwent a major transformation to put its employees and their community first. Through 2 strong initiatives, Lookout Credit Union is ensuring a brighter future for its community. To find out more, visit www.lookoutcu.com. So 1st and 10 here for Middleton out of the timeout, or out of the end of quarter, and the Highland defense all over it. Nowhere to run inside that time for Middleton. Looked like number 28 was in on the stop there for the Rams. That's Malachi Mitchell on the stop. Again, Mitchell, the leading tackler on the season for this Highland defense. Coming into the game, he had 76 tackles. Averages about 8.5 tackles per game, 3.5 tackles for loss on the season. He's a tough guy to get around. So it'll be 2nd down and 8 here for Middleton. Smith is going to get right up under the center, and they are going to take their time. The official has his arm up in the back. They're going to work this clock down as low as they can before they snap it here with the ball in the lead. This time it's going to be a handoff and hit in the backfield, and going to lose some yardage. And Highland says the ball came out. They're pointing like they've got the ball. The officials aren't indicating that, but it was number 27 that was first on the hit there. This is McCoy Kahlo. And Kahlo made the hit in the backfield that really slowed down the back for Middleton. And now it's 3rd and 8, 10 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. As Highland's been able to get some great pressure in the backfield these last couple of plays, and Middleton has not been able to move the ball forward again. They are eating up as much of this play clock as possible. Half the team is huddled over with the offensive coaches on the sideline, and now they'll make some adjustments and move back over into the huddle. Down to 10 minutes and 15 seconds to go as the officials now raise their hands in the back for the 10-second count on the play clock. Probably can hear some of the Highland fans making noise. Smith looking to throw it. Smith's going to go deep and overthrows the head of Blake Bishop here on the near side. Just not even close on that throw. Incomplete. And Middleton's going to be forced to punt here as they tried to go to the air and it just was not there. It does look like the rain has stopped for the time being, so maybe a little more opportunity through the air for both teams. But with 10 minutes and 3 seconds left in this one, Middleton's going to punt it away over to Highland. Let's see, back to receive the punt for the Rams is Alvarico. Alvarico back to return. Everybody else in close here for Highland, close to the line. We'll see if they come after this one as Robinson stands. And Robinson, the ball is bobbled on the snap. Robinson gets it off. It takes a good Middleton bounce down to the 10-yard line. Alvarico picks it up there, and he's going to get wrapped up at the 10-yard line. Came up. Let's see if they give him forward progress. Nope, they're going to spot him at the 10. He stepped up to the 13 and backed up. So it was a really bad snap, and Tyler Robinson had a hard time getting a hold of it. He finally gets rid of it, and it takes a great bounce inside the 10-yard line. So after all of that, Highland's going to have it at the 10.
See if there was any pressure back there. Maybe they could have got to it, but now they'll be facing a long field in front of them here with 10 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Belknap in the shotgun. He's got one receiver here to the near side, two up top. Ball spotted here on the near hash. Rams now moving from right to left. He'll hand this one off over the right side and maybe back to the line of scrimmage. I think that's where they will get to. I think that was Mitchell on the carry. Allo on the carry. Allo on the carry. Doesn't get any yards there, so 9 minutes and 40 seconds. Second down and 10 now. Ball on the 10-yard line. Shotgun formation again. Two receivers here to the near side. Ball is on the far hash this time with one receiver up top for Belknap. Middleton looking like they want to bring some pressure. Lambert will blitz from the right side. They're going to go across the middle. This one's caught at the 15, up to the 20-yard line, across the 25, still on his feet and rolling out of bounds. They're going to mark him out of the 27-yard line. That's Allo on the reception, coming across the field. So Allo gets it coming across the field and does the rest with his feet as he's got a first down for Highland as they were deep back in their zone, back inside the 10-yard line. Now the ball all the way out. They're going to spot this at the 29-yard line. Here, 9 minutes and 11 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Belknap looking to throw. No, he'll keep it. He'll go up the middle this time and rolls forward for a couple of yards down to the 33-yard line, a pickup of 4. It'll be second down and 6 from the 33-yard line for Highland. Again, the Rams in their all-white uniforms, white jerseys, white pants with red helmets with the black ram horn on them. Middleton in the all-blue, navy blue uniforms with white pants and blue helmets with a white Middleton M on it and the word Vikings going across the letter M. So second down, second and 6 from the 33-yard line. Belknap takes the snap. He wants to keep it himself. He's got room here on the left side. He's up across the 40-yard line, carries defenders down to the 44, and a big pickup of 11 yards there on second down. So Highland on the move right now. 2 straight first downs here for the Rams as they are moving the ball. 8:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. 6-3 the score. Middleton leads it off of 2 Tyler Robinson field goals, a 30-yarder and a 27-yarder. Highland made a 45-yard field goal with about 37 seconds left in the first half to get on the board. It was tied at 3 at halftime. Middleton made a field goal just a short while ago to take the 6-3 lead. Belknap in the shotgun this time. He's got 2 receivers up top. He'll look that way, but he'll keep it himself up the middle. Belknap still rolling. A pickup of about 7 yards on first down. He's inside Middleton territory down to the 48-yard line of the Vikings. That is a 7-yard pickup. It'll be second down and 3 now here for the Rams. But if you can pick up 6 or 7 yards on first down, you're going to open up the playbook and give yourself a chance on second and third down. So second down again, second down. They're going to bring a man in motion across. Belknap will hand it off underneath, and that's going to be a first down as Mitchell got the handoff inside. They came around with Richards and faked a handoff to Richards coming around here from the near side on the sweep formation, but then went underneath to Mitchell, and Mitchell gets the first down. The ball is now inside the 45-yard line down to the 43 with 6 minutes and 50 seconds to go in this game. Six minutes and 35 seconds. The announcer just said all food's half off. You know, somebody should bring some of that up here. I don't think I ate today. Heck of a day here. 6.5 minutes to go. Belknap looking to throw. Now he's going to keep it inside, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A couple of Vikings in on the stop that time. Belknap has been killing them on this drive with that keep her inside, but Middleton had a couple of guys stay home, including Mortensen, who stayed around and was able to make a stop there. So ball now at the 42-yard line for Highland. It's 2nd down and 9, now under 6 minutes to go here in this one. A touchdown. The way these offenses are going, if Highland could punch this one in for a touchdown, they're probably moving on to the next round, as both teams have really struggled offensively. The rain has stopped, though, now, as this one's going to be handed off to Mitchell inside, and a flag comes out. Mitchell maybe got back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. That's in the area of a hold. We'll see if it is a hold if Middleton wants to take it. If they don't, it's going to be 3rd and 10. If they do, it'll be 2nd and about 20. Waiting to see what the officials motion. Again, the head official motions to the other sideline, so we don't get to see what they're saying over there, as we're over here on the Highland sideline right now in the box. And this is going to be a hold on Highland. So this Middleton is going to accept the penalty. So now it's going to be second and about 19. Yeah, 2nd and 19. They need to get to the Middleton 33. The ball is on the Highland 48. 2nd and 19 yards here. So Belknap comes back out in the shotgun. He's got one back to his right, 2 here to the near side, 1 up top. Ball's right in the middle of the field. They're going to bring a man in motion. That's Alvarico. Belknap looking to throw. They set up the screen here on the near side. They've got room to run across midfield, across the 40, still on his feet across the 30. He's down, still rumbling, and a great play by Highland as they are in business now inside the 25-yard line. That was Allo who caught it around on the screen around the 42-yard line and did the rest on the ground here on the near sideline. And probably the best offensive play we've seen from either team tonight, as the ball down now at the 23-yard line with 5 minutes to go. Allo, a great reception and a great run. Good blocking by Highland. There was nobody over here for Middleton. That screen pass has worked for Highland tonight. 3 receivers up top this time for Highland. They're going to bring a man in motion. That's Richards. Richards doesn't get it. They keep it with Belknap. Belknap, room on the left side. Belknap goes down out of bounds around the 20-yard line. A pickup of 3. The clock will stop as he goes out of bounds. It'll be 2nd down and 7 yards to go. 4:58 on the clock. 6-3, Middleton leads it here late in the game. Again, the winner will head to Coeur d'Alene next week. If Highland wins, they'll have come over here, and then they'll go up north. They'll get the entire state road trip taken care of in the first 2 weeks of the playoffs. As the ball is spotted again at the 25-yard line, or at the 20-yard line, excuse me. Highland trying to get into the red zone for the first time tonight. 3 receivers up top for Belknap. Again, he'll bring Richards in motion, fakes the handoff to him, and he'll run it. And nowhere to go that time. A couple of Vikings in on the stop. That time it looked like number 5, DJ Brokaw, was one on the stop there, as well as Mortensen, number 42. So that now makes it 3rd down and 7, excuse me, at the ball at the 22. They're going to say he lost 2 yards, so 3rd and 9 here for Highland, and a timeout is going to be called by the Rams. We'll take a quick one as well. We'll be right back here with the final 4 minutes and 31 seconds on IdahoSports.com. Welcome back, everybody. I got a little panic there. My mixer shut off, but it came back. Luckily, it was during a commercial. 4 minutes and 31 seconds to go here. This is a big 3rd down play for Highland. 3rd down and 9 yards to go. The ball's here on the near hash for the Rams. Ball here on the near hash. 2 receivers to the near side. Belknap in the shotgun. He's going to bring a man in motion from the near side. They're going to throw a swing pass outside. It's in the backfield, and they're going to lose yards. Middleton wraps him up in the backfield. They're going to lose a couple yards back to about the 28-yard line, as that one just a little bit groggy coming out of the hands of Belknap. And so now Highland going to be forced to potentially kick this one down to 4 minutes and 9 seconds to go. This would be about a 45-yard field goal where they were able to connect 4 from last time. Now we're at 4 minutes to go. Belknap comes out, so it looks like the Rams are going to go for it here. They're going to go for it. Down by 3. 3 minutes and 48 seconds on the clock. Belknap in the shotgun. Ball on the far hash. It's 4th and 15. This could be the ball game, folks. 3 receivers here to the near side for the Rams. Belknap in the shotgun. Belknap takes the snap, looking to throw. He drifts back. He's looking left. He's hit as he throws. It's up in the air. This one's intercepted by Middleton. Intercepted at the goal line, and it'll come down there. And, man, if you're Highland, you'll take that. They would rather have that one be picked off, and now Middleton has the ball at the 5. If you're the Vikings, man, you just knock that thing down and you get the ball at the 30-yard line. But now Highland has a chance to maybe put some pressure on defensively and maybe get 2 points out of this thing, as Middleton's going to be backed up at the 5-yard line. It was picked off at the goal line, and I think if you're Highland, that might have, if you were not going to get the first down there, if you were not going to get the field goal, that might have been the best case scenario if you were going to have to turn the ball over, going for it on 4th down in that position. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Middleton. They're going to come in tight here on the near sideline. Again, the ball's at the 5-yard line. And a couple of first downs could potentially send Middleton to the next round. They're going to pitch it left side, some room to run, and a pickup of about 6 yards down to the 11-yard line, that time for Harper. So it'll be 2nd down and 4 for Middleton. A little bit of breathing room here for the Vikings as the Vikings take over again after that interception at the goal line. So 3 minutes to go now. The clock is rolling. Middleton's going to take it down as long as they can. Highland has used 1 timeout so far, so they can stop the clock 2 more times. If Middleton gets another, if Middleton can get a first down, they're going to try to eat even more clock up. Here's a run left side, room to run. Harper's going to have a first down and more. He's close to the 30-yard line. And with 2 minutes and 40 seconds, Middleton can eat up a lot more clock and force Highland to use some of those timeouts. And one of the best runs of the day for Middleton comes in a critical spot here. The ball is down to the 29-yard line. 3 minutes, or excuse me, 2.5 minutes on the clock. The clock is rolling here. Again, those 2 timeouts for Highland, they can use. If they get a stop, I would assume we'll see 1 come out here. Middleton has put the ball on the ground a lot here in this game. If you're the Rams, you want to try to knock that ball out and fall on one of those fumbles. Here comes a handoff, this time to Holman up the middle. Holman is going to get to the 31-yard line, a pickup of 2, and Highland will burn one of those timeouts. So Highland uses a timeout here with 2 minutes and 6 seconds to go. 6-3 the score. Middleton leads it. A low-scoring affair here tonight as we fought through some really bad weather to start this things off. It was probably at its worst at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. But the rain has died off now and could be a lot worse if it had been raining the whole night. But 6-3 our score, 2 minutes and 6 seconds to go. I want to thank our local sponsors again here tonight. Meridian Plumbing, the Southwest District Health, reminding you again that parents, if you can talk to your kids about about your expectations for them not to drink and use alcohol, that can be one of the most successful things with making those healthy choices, as well as prime time auctions. So 2nd down and 7 yards to go here for Middleton. 1 timeout in the back pocket for the Rams. A first down will all but end this game. Harper is going to have a good run here. He's going to get across the 35 down to the 36-yard line. Highland uses that final timeout. It's going to be 3rd down and 3 yards to go here with 2 minutes exactly on the clock. Highland has got to have a stop right here to get the ball back. If they do get a stop, the Middleton will run the clock down. It'll probably be around 1 minute and 25 seconds or so before they snap, maybe 1:20. And Highland would have about 1:15 seconds or so to try and get in field goal range to boot one through or potentially win it with a touchdown. But a first down for Middleton would make it very tough. So here we go. This play will help decide the game. Middleton comes out in the wing tee. Holman is on the far side. That's where my eyes go on this play. And Holman drifts back. They do give it to Holman. Holman's got a first down. Holman has a first down up to the 43-yard line, and that should just about do it here as the clock is at 1:55 seconds to go. Middleton can pretty much run it out here in this one, as this one's going to end up being a 6-3 score, barring a fumble, a turnover, something like that. Just a defensive slugfest in this one. The offenses just couldn't get going for either side, but Middleton's got going just enough. Highland a great chance late in this game. They ended up going backwards and knocked themselves out of field goal range as Middleton does take a knee in victory formation. 1:17 to go on the clock, and Middleton's going to run this one out. Middleton is going to earn themselves a trip to Coeur d'Alene next week as the teams shake hands on the line of scrimmage here and exchange pleasantries there, as this one's all but done. Again, we go back to the last drive. Highland had the ball around the 20-yard line and ended up going backwards and had a 4th down and 15, and decides they go for it on 4th down and do not convert. And Middleton gets the ball back after the ball was intercepted on that 4th down play. So Middleton just has to snap this one more time as they take a knee there on 2nd down. The clock is rolling at 35 seconds. Down to 30 seconds now, and Middleton will take a knee here, and they will do so. So Middleton takes a knee, and this is all done. Middleton is going to win and move on to the 2nd round of the state tournament at Coeur d'Alene. We're going to take a quick break and be right back with our IdahoSports.com player of the game right after this.
Let's talk about...
Hello?
This
This has been a presentation of IdahoSports.com GameStreams. This broadcast is copyrighted to IdahoSports.com. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the expressed written consent of IdahoSports.com is strictly prohibited.
Welcome back, everybody. All that's left to do is to name our IdahoSports.com player of the game. Today's player of the game is brought to you by the Idaho Office of Highway Safety, reminding you to always keep your head in the game, whether you're on the field or on the road. Be in the moment and free from distractions. Well, without a huge player on defense and without a huge player on offense, this game came down to 3 field goals on the field. So we're going to have to give our player of the game to the Middleton kicker, Tyler Robinson. Robinson knocked in 2 of 3 field goal attempts, including the game-winning 30-yard field goal in the 3rd quarter that got things done. That's all it took. A 30-yard field goal for Tyler Robinson with 2 minutes and 32 seconds left in the 3rd quarter was the game winner. He connected from 27 yards as well in the 1st quarter, and that's all it took. Middleton walks away with a 6-3 victory over Highland, their first ever victory over Highland because it's the first time they've ever played each other. And they move on to the 2nd round, and they will play Coeur d'Alene next week up north. This has been an IdahoSports.com GameStreams production of the 2024 Idaho High School Football State Tournament, brought to you by Project Filter, Your Health Idaho, Ideal, Idaho's College Savings Program, Valley-Wide Cooperative, your local Toyota dealers, and Dip Fusion Helmet Reconditioning. This broadcast was also made possible by our great local sponsors tonight, Meridian Plumbing, as well as the Southwest Health District, Primetime Auctions, and Lookout Credit Union. Special thanks to Andy Ankney, the athletic director here at Middleton, and everybody else here at Middleton for helping us get set up here in the booth across the way so we can stay out of the rain and cold. Congrats again to our IdahoSports.com player of the game, Tyler Robinson, with his 2 field goals, sending Middleton to the next round. Thanks for again for joining us as Middleton knocks off Highland by the score of 6-3. For everybody here at IdahoSports.com, I'm Logan Green, and we'll see everybody next week.
This has been a presentation of IdahoSports.com GameStreams. This broadcast is copyrighted to IdahoSports.com. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the expressed written consent of IdahoSports.com is strictly prohibited.